After I graduated from IUP, I took a job with a company called SCOA as sort of an internal investigator. From there, I got hired by the Pennsylvania Office of Attorney General as a fraud investigator and migrated into their investigative technology unit, where I spent the vast majority of my career. Today, I'm president and CEO of Innovative Technology and Investigative Services. What I do is I instruct law enforcement officers, victim advocate organizations, the judiciary, educators and students on either how to use technology for investigative purposes or how to protect themselves from the use of certain technologies such as stalking, harassment, and so forth. We have kids younger and younger who are carrying devices that are more powerful than the previous generation ever had access to. And a lot of them don't have the maturity or the self-control. Hits a note with me that makes me really want to educate parents and talk to kids with regards to how they may temper that or pause and think a second or two before they hit that send button. I make a positive impact on the world by trying to get people to think a little bit on how the technology actually works, a deeper understanding of where that information is going. The thing I believe I'm most proud of right now is the fact that I am influencing police officers, students, judges, their understanding of investigative technology. I believe that the foundation that we received at IUP, in conjunction with family, with life lessons, experience you get on your own, form a sort of a coalition to help us succeed in the careers, our chosen career paths, as diverse as they may be. Being named a distinguished alumnus is such an honor. The quality of the people and to be named one of them is such an honor. It's very humbling. And also, my sister was named a distinguished alumnus last year, and I know the quality of a person she is. And again, just to be related, and it's a very big honor for our family. Good evening, everybody. I am truly honored and humbled by this award. But before I begin, I just wanted to make a couple acknowledgments. President Driscoll, I really appreciate what you've done for this campus, and if you continue to follow Mike Staub's advice, IUP is going to do well. I'd also like to honor Mary Morgan and the entire Office of the Alumni and Friends. You guys have done such a fantastic job this week. You know, it's amazing. I'd also like to give my thanks to the Alumni Board for all their work with regards to this as well. I'd like to introduce a couple people at my table. Mike Staub. Mike and I have been friends and co-workers for over 30 years. Mike is my nominee for this award, and thank you very much, Mike. I'd like to introduce my wife, Jenny, who's, without her love and dedication and support, I could have never achieved anything in my career. I was gone for weeks at a time, and she gave up her career to stay with our children and support me. So thank you, honey. She's also an IUP grad. I'd like to take a second to introduce three of my four sons that are here. My oldest son, Joshua, he's an IT security specialist. He works for General Dynamics. My son Andrew's a West Point grad. He is an airborne ranger, and he just changed his career track, and he'll be an Army doctor. He's entering medical school at Walter Reed soon. And my youngest son Ryan, a Virginia Tech grad, who's a civil engineer for RK&K Engineering in Harrisburg. We've truly been blessed. The son that couldn't make it had a very good reason. He's a Catholic priest, and Saturday and Sundays are a busy time for him. So, now I'd like to begin my talk a little differently. I want to issue an apology to everybody. Why am I apologizing? Until Mike nominated me for this award, I never really went back and thought about how much IUP did to develop me as a person and to develop my talents for my career. And I got to thinking about it, and I said, wow, I come from a very humble beginning. My father was a caretaker for a branch of Bethlehem Steel, and my mother was a homemaker. And I had 4 sisters and myself. 3 of my sisters graduated from IUP, by the way. I did have one black sheep in the family that went to Shippensburg. But we knew we had to find a college that was affordable, had a good financial aid package, had a work-study program, and IUP certainly fit that bill. But finances aren't everything. We also had to find a school that excited us, had a curriculum that we were passionate about. And for me, IUP had one of the first criminology programs in the country, and that just fascinated me, and it really provided me my career track. In addition, when I visited this campus to some of the other campuses, there were the activities that IUP had, the groups, the clubs, they had the whole package. And it really, really helped me make that decision. But it also formed me socially, educationally. Let's talk socially. I was a member of the Delta Sigma Phi fraternity, and I was a member of the criminology club, and both of those contributed to my networking skills, my social skills. I had the opportunity to be a hall counselor and a head hall counselor, and the training I received there gave me some leadership skills, some communication skills, the skills to be able to deal with difficult people. All those I got from IUP. My education program. My first 2 jobs I got are a result of IUP opening the doors and allowing me to step outside the criminology department and obtain 18 credits in accounting and 6 credits in business law. I was allowed to cross schools. So I finished with a degree in criminology and a concentration in accounting that the first 2 companies I interviewed with hired me because exactly that. And that is something that was very unique to IUP. In addition, I have to give credit to a particular professor. It's not a criminology professor, not an accounting professor. It was my freshman English professor. I had Dr. Yarp as a freshman English instructor. Now, when I first scheduled and people asked me who I had, and I said Dr. Yarp, everybody went, oh no. But this man taught me some of the most critical writing skills that I've used my entire career, whether it's a police report, try to find some federal aid, an application for a new position. He was brilliant. His demand was your first sentence must never have a verb of being in it. Your first paragraph should outline what you're going to talk about in the body of your paragraph. Your body of your paragraph should explain everything, and your concluding paragraph should summarize what you talked about in the body of your paragraph. Plain and simple. And I followed that creed throughout my entire career, and he really made a big influence on me. In addition, I had my first job interview at IUP, and I was hired to start the day after I graduated from IUP. And the final thing is, IUP offers me an internship program with the Pennsylvania Office of Attorney General. That is where I ended up spending 3 decades of my life. Again, IUP introduced me to them. They made me getting a job there much, much easier with the 3 years of experience I had and the accounting and criminology background. So that is why I am apologizing. In conclusion, you can see the profound effect IUP had upon me, and I will be forever grateful for what they've done for me. Thank you for this award, and thank you very much.